One.
And hello again to everybody watching us on YouTube this afternoon. Welcome and have a wave from our lovely 5 o'clock company. We are here now. My name's Lizzie. I'm artistic director for Shakespeare, and we are here to shake a few more scenes for you this afternoon. We are doing 5 scenes from 5 different plays. And we have a whole new company for you this afternoon. So we have Suzanne, we have Siegfried, who is still in Paris. Good to have you with us, Siegfried. We have Abby, who's joining us for the first time. We have Dewi, we have Valentina, we have Linda, we have Tom, who is also doing his first time with us this afternoon. We have Mark, and we have Alexandra. Very good to have you all with us today. Right, you guys can go chill now in our virtual tiring house. I will call you when you are required, and off they all go. So, thank you very much, all of you, for joining us this afternoon. Given the lovely sunny weather that has been this afternoon, nice of you to join us and staying in. We are going to do 5 scenes. Now, if you haven't seen any of our work before, we are the company that work from cue scripts, which means we prepare from lines and cues only. Each actor has seen only their part or their role. We are following the tradition of Shakespeare's own players. Each actor has prepared their part. They're not off book, but they have done their homework. They have prepared in isolation, which they would have done anyway, which just, the situation makes it actually suits us quite well in a way. They have not rehearsed together. The first time they will hear each other's lines is when you hear them in the scene. So that moment of first hearing, first realization, that happens live on our virtual stage. My role in this is I'm the prompter or the book holder, and mostly what I'm doing at the moment is, in case of the internet for some reason collapsing or letting us down, you will sometimes hear me chirping up or popping up in between scenes if we have a problem in the feed. And I will also be introducing each of the scenes as we go through, giving you a quick idea of where we are in the story and what's been going on up to this point. Now, before we get into the scenes, you will see on our YouTube page there's a little button that says please donate. It's a little link. That's our bucket at the door. And if you are able, and if you like to just put some money in our bucket to support the work that we are doing, then we would be very, very grateful. We will be here and do it anyway. You may or may not have seen in the press this week that there is a lot of doubt and concern about the fate of Sam Wanamaker's Globe, the Shakespeare's Globe over on the South Bank. As with so many at the theatres at the moment, because all the theatres are shut and we simply don't know when they'll be able to open again, there is a great deal of doubt and concern about the fate of the Globe particularly. At the moment, there is a readathon going on Read for the Globe, also on YouTube. So please stay with us while we do our scenes. But if you want some more Shakespeare, between now and 7 o'clock tomorrow night, there will be people reading to raise money for the Globe. So if you want to drop by and have a listen, you'll even see some faces that you know. Our very own Valentina Vinci will be popping up in The Tempest at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. But please go along, support, enjoy, and if you're able, please support the Globe. We also have events that we want to be involved with and publicize. The Rose, the archaeological site of the original Rose Playhouse, which is also on the Bankside, is running some fundraising events as well. If you are able to find their page, the Rose Bankside, on Facebook, then they're having some very interesting Q&As and various other sort of online events that you can join in with to keep them going and to keep interest and keep everything alive. Because, well, we feel very at home sometimes in this environment, because in Shakespeare's time, the playhouses would close in times of contagion, which was most summers. There'd be some kind of plague. And the players would simply stroll out of the city and they would travel into the countryside to great houses and to market towns and to villages, and they would perform there. And basically what's happened to us and every other theatre company is we've all strolled onto the internet and we now perform here. So we never go away. Theatre isn't going away. We'll be back. So enough from me for now. Let us get into our scenes. We are beginning with a scene from Antony and Cleopatra. Not a play we visit very often, but there are some most enjoyable scenes in it. And in this one, Queen Cleopatra is stuck at home and she's separated from the man she loves, quite like a lot of people in these interesting times that we live in. And basically, she's bored and she's waiting for news. So we are going to meet Cleopatra and some of her court. So can I just hear a quick, yep, I'm here, from those of you in the Cleopatra scene? So we need Linda, Tom.
Hello, I'm back.
Yes, Susie.
Yes.
Yes, okay, everybody's there. Good. All right, so you can pop your camera off again, Tom, now I know you're there.
Okay.
So in your own times, everybody, as usual, as soon as I disappear, you take the stage. So in the best Star Trek style, as soon as you are ready, engage.
Charmian?
Adam?
Hang on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get camera on. Hang on. There we go.
Tom, you're okay. You're not on yet. You can kill your camera.
Right. Sorry.
Wait for your cue. Ladies, continue.
Give me to drink mandragora.
Why, madam?
Why? That I might sleep out this great gap of time. My Anthony is away.
You think too much of him. You think of him too much.
Oh, 'tis treason.
Madam, I trust not so.
Thou, eunuch Mardian.
What's your highness' pleasure?
Not now to hear thee sing. I take no pleasure in aught an eunuch has. 'Tis well for thee that being unseminar'd, thy freer thoughts may not fly forth of Egypt. Hast thou affections?
Yes, gracious madam.
Indeed.
Not indeed, madam, for I can do nothing but what indeed is honest to be done. Yet I have fierce affections and think what Venus did with Mars.
Oh, Charmian, where thinkst thou he is now? Stands he, or sits he, or does he walk, or is he on his horse? Oh, happy horse to bear the weight of Anthony. Do bravely, horse, for what's thou whom thou movest? The demi-atlas of this earth, the arm and burgonet of men. He's speaking now, or murmuring. Where is my serpent of old Nile? For so he calls me. Now I feed myself with most delicious poison. Think on me, that am with Phoebus amorous pinches black, and a wrinkle deep in time. Broad-fronted Caesar, when thou wast here above the ground, I was a morsel for a monarch, and a great Pompey would stand and make his eyes grow in my brow. There would he anchor his aspect and die with looking on his life.
Sovereign of Egypt, hail.
How much unlike thou art, Mark Anthony, yet coming from him, the great medicine hath with his tinct gilded thee. How goes it with my brave Mark Antony?
Last thing he did, dear Queen, he kissed the last of many doubled kisses, this Orient pearl. His speech sticks in my heart.
Mine ear must pluck it thence.
Good friend, quoth he, said the firm Romans, the great Egypt sends this treasure of an oyster, at whose foot to mend the petty presents, I will peace her opulent throne with kingdoms. All the East, say thou, shall call her mistress. So he nodded, and soberly did mount an armed gaunt steed, who neighed so high that what I would have spoke was beastly dumb by him.
What, was he sad or merry?
Like the time of the year, between the extremes of hot and cold, he was not sad nor merry.
Oh, well-divided disposition. Note him, good Charmian. 'Tis the man, but note him. He was not sad, for he would shine on those that make their looks by his. He was not merry, which seemed to tell them his remembrance lay in Egypt with his joy, but between both. Oh, heavenly mingle! Be'st thou sad or merry, the violence of either becomes thee. So does it no man's else. Metst thou my posts?
Ay, madam, 20 several messengers. Why do you send so thick?
Who's born that day when I forget to send Antony shall die a beggar. Ink and paper. Welcome, my good Alexis. Did I, Charmian, ever love Caesar so?
Oh, that brave Caesar.
Be choked with another emphasis. Say the brave Anthony.
The valiant Caesar.
By Isis, I will give thee bloody teeth if thou with seasoned paragon again, my man of men.
By your most gracious pardon, I sing, but after you.
My salad days, when I was green in judgment, cold in blood, to say as I said then. But come, away, get me ink and paper. He shall have every day a several greeting, or I'll unpeople Egypt.
And off she goes to write her letter. Well done, guys. Thank you very much indeed. I love a bit of Cleopatra in the afternoons. Great fun, great fun. Wonderful character. Really must do the rest of that play sometime. Okay, there's just too many plays. So we are sticking with the Roman plays temporarily, but we're going to Coriolanus. This is a scene we've done before a few weeks ago. You may have seen another cast do it. So again, Coriolanus, a play somewhat done, but not done as much as others. So young Marcius is a great warrior of Rome. He is away at the wars with the Volsci. He is laying siege to the city of Coriolis, and he has left at home his young son, his wife, who is living in the same house as his mother. And we will be dropping in on the ladies and see how they are amusing themselves while the great man is away. So I need Valeria, I need Volumnia, and I need Virgilia. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Yep, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Excellent. And we need a gentlewoman. Cleopatra, are you ready to be demoted?
Yes.
Excellent. So nobody's proud in this business. Okay. So, ladies, as soon as I vanish, the stage is yours, and you are go for your scene.
I pray you, daughter, sing, or express yourself in a more comfortable sort. If my son were my husband, I should freely rejoice in that absence wherein he won honour, than in the embracements of his bed, where he most would show love. When yet he was but tender-bodied, and the only son of my womb, when youth with comeliness plucked all gaze his way, when for a day of king's entreaties a mother should not sell him an hour from her beholding, I, considering how honour would become such a person, that it was no better than picture-like to hang by the wall, if renown made it not stir, was pleased to let him seek danger where he was like to find fame. To a cruel war I sent him, from whence he returned, his brows bound with oak. I tell thee, daughter,
I sprung no more in joy at first hearing he was a man-child, than now in first hearing he had proved himself a man.
But had he died in the business, madam, how then?
Then his good report should have been my son. Either in would have found issue. Hear me profess sincerely. Had I a dozen sons, each in my love alike, and none less dear than thine and my good Marcia's, I'd rather had 11 die nobly for their country than one voluptuously serve it out of action. Madam, the Lady Valeria is come to visit you.
Beseech you give me leave to retire myself.
Indeed you shall not. Methinks I hear hither your husband's drum. See him pluck Aphidus down by the air, as children from a bear, the vultures shunning him. Methinks I see him stamp thus, and call thus, "Come on, you cowards! You were got in fear, though you were born in Rome." His bloody brow with his mailed hand then wiping, four figures like to a harvestman that task to mow or all or lose his hire.
A big bloody brow, oh Jupiter, no blood.
Away, you fool! It more becomes a man than gild his troth. The breasts of Hecuba, when she did suckle Hector, looked not lovelier than Hector's forehead when it spit forth blood at Grecian's sword. Contending. Tell Valeria we are fit to bid her welcome.
Heavens bless my lord from fell Aphidius.
He'll beat Aphidius' head below his knee and tread upon his neck.
My ladies both, good day to you.
Sweet madam.
I am glad to see your ladyship.
How do you both? You are manifest housekeepers. What are you sewing here? Fine spot, in good faith. How does your little son?
I thank ye, your ladyship. Well, good madam.
He had rather see the swords and hear a drum than look upon his schoolmaster.
Oh, my word, the father's son. I'll swear, 'tis a very pretty boy. And my troth, I looked upon him Wednesday, half an hour together. He's such a confirmed countenance. I saw him run after a gilded butterfly, and when he caught it, he let it go again, and after it again. And over he comes, and up again, catched it again. Or whether his fall enraged him, or how it was, he did so, set his teeth, and tear it. I warrant how he married it. Oh!
One on father's moods.
Indeed, now, 'tis a noble child.
Madam.
A crack, madam, she said it.
Come, lay aside your stitchery. I must have you play the idle hussif with me this afternoon.
No, good madam, I will not out of doors.
Not out of doors.
She shall. She shall.
Indeed, no, by your patience, I'll not over the threshold till my lord return from the wars.
Fie, you confine yourself most unreasonably. Come, you must go visit the good lady that lies in.
I will wish her speedy strength and visit her with my prayers, but I cannot go thither.
Why, I pray you?
'Tis not to save labour, nor that I want love.
You would be another Penelope. Yet they say all the yarn she spun in Ulysses' absence did but fill Ithaca full of moths. Come, I would your cambric were sensible as your finger, that you might leave pricking it for pity. Come, you shall go with us.
No, good madam, pardon me. Indeed, I will not forth.
In truth, no, go with me, and I'll tell you excellent news of your husband. I'll tell you excellent news of your husband.
Good madam, there can be none yet.
Verily, I do not jest with you. There came news from him last night.
Indeed, madam.
In earnest, it's true. I heard a senator speak it. Thus it is. The Volskis have an army forth against whom Cominius the general is gone with one part of our Roman power. Your lord and Titus Latius are set down before their city, Cariales. They nothing doubt prevailing, and to make it brief wars. This is true, on mine honour, and so I pray you, go on.
Give me excuse, good madam. I will obey you in everything hereafter.
Let her alone, lady. As she is now, she will but disease our better mirth.
In troth, I think she would. Fare you well, then. Come, good sweet lady. Prithee, Virgilia, turn thy solemnness out of door and go along with us.
No, at a word, madam, indeed I must not. I wish you much mirth.
Oh, well then, farewell.
Well done, ladies. Thank you very much. Lovely. I always enjoy that scene. Yes, very much an isolation scene for our times, that one, strangely. Always good fun. We made a little film of that scene, actually. If you hop on, if you hang around on our YouTube page, you'll find it. We gave it a little hashtag, Be More Virgilia, which was much earlier at the beginning of lockdown, because it struck us that this is very much Shakespeare for our times indeed, that we have Virgilia refusing to go out. Of course, now we are allowed out under certain circumstances, although we still need to be very, very careful and stay alert. So I am now just going to switch scripts because we are moving on to our scene from Twelfth Night. We haven't been to Twelfth Night for a while, so this is pleasant for us to revisit. We are going to join the story at a slightly complicated point, so I'll try and keep it simple. Lady Viola has been shipwrecked in a strange country, and she has disguised herself as a boy and taken on service in the house of the Duke Orsino, with whom, because it's Shakespeare, she's promptly fallen hopelessly in love. Hopelessly because she's disguised as a boy and he believes her to be a boy, and because he is desperately and hopelessly in love with the Lady Olivia. On his behalf, Viola, disguised as the servant Cesario, has been to court the Lady Olivia. And of course, Lady Olivia has promptly fallen in love with the slightly cheeky young servant boy that she has met, to the extent that she chooses to send her steward, Malvolio, after young Cesario with a little love token, and then cannot resist following it herself. And this is where we're going to pick up the story. So, we should have our Malvolio and Olivia, and hopefully, yes, and Abby is returning to us as, there we are, as Cesario. Well done. So, right. So as soon as I disappear, Malvolio, that will be your cue to speak. Okay, have fun, everybody. Make it so.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
But even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me the pains and taken it yourself. Receive it, sir. If it be not worth stooping for, then there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it his who finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Dr. Fortune forbid my outsides have not charmed her. I mean, she made good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. Oh, she loves me, sure. Oh, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. The skies, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. Foul this vag! My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, as fond as much on him as he on her, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me, and what will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love, and as I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, you must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Oh, most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odours on you.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino youth?
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear ladies.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did hear a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. Oh, what must you think? Have you not set mine honour at the stake and baited it with all the muzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a rise, for 'tis vulgar proof that verily oft we pity enemies.
Why then methinks 'tis time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. Be not afraid, good youth. I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way due west.
Then westward, ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay, prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right, I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that more go all thy pride, nor wit, nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause. But rather reason thus, with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, that no woman has, nor never none shall, mistress be of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
There they go. I wonder if that'll work out. Well done, ladies. Well done, Abby. Well and truly joined the company now.
Thank
You're
you.
an experienced Q scripter now. You wait though. It's addictive. I'm going to warn you. You'll be back. Okay, so that was a lot of fun. So we have 2 more scenes to go. We are now going off to Verona for a little bit of Romeo and Juliet. And we're going to meet up with Juliet, who is impatiently waiting the return of her nurse. Now, Nurse went out into the town earlier in order to find Romeo and find out what his plans may be for marrying Juliet. And she is understandably quite nervous and excited about this possible news coming. So do we have our Juliet ready? Are you there? Yes, I can see you are. You're coming online. Alexandra?
We do, yes.
We do. We are there. Good. Mark, are you ready?
Yes.
I cannot wait to see you as nurse. This is going to be excellent. And Tom, are you ready in your starring role as Peter?
Yeah, it's, a lot of lines.
Excellent. Excellent. Right. So, as usual, as soon as I vanish, the stage is yours, and we will find out how this scene plays out. So, when you're ready, engage.
Oh, the clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse, and half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, good, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Oh, Lord, why look'st thou sad? Oh, Lord, why look'st thou sad?
Nurse, please speak.
Nurse? Oh,
Peter.
Lord, why look'st thou sad?
Stay at the gate. I am a-weary, give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache. What a jaunt I've had.
I would thou hadst my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak.
So, what a haste. Can you not stay a while? Do you not see I'm out of breath?
Oh, thou art of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that.
Well, you've made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, no, not he, though his face is better than any man's, yet his legs excels all men's, and for a hand, and a foot, and a body, though they be not to be talked on, yet they are past compare. He's not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle a lamb. Go thy ways, wench. Serve God. What, have you dined at home?
No, but all of this I knew before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Lord, my head aches. What a head I have. It beats as it would fall in 20 pieces. My back at the t'other side. Oh, my back. Beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
Faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me what says my love.
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and kind, and a handsome, and a virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where is my mother? How ugly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Marry, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth do your messages yourself.
Such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to Shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood in your cheeks, there'll be scarlet straight away at any news. Hie to church. I must another way to fetch a ladder by the which your love must climb a bird's nest soon when it is dark. And the drudge and toil in your delight. You shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, I'll to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Ready to high fortune, honest nurse. Farewell.
And off they go. Well done, you see. I'm sure that that's one love story that's going to go extremely well and have absolutely no problems in it. Great. Well done. Thank you, guys. That was most enjoyable. So now for our last scene for this afternoon. And remember, we'll be back next Sunday with another presentation, which I will trail just at the end of today's scenes. So the end of today, we are going to Prospero's Island. We're going to the Tempest to meet, well, for a little bit more political kind of shucking and jiving in this little magical realm. So this is a scene that involves several people. So this is going to be interesting because our internet's been dipping in and out. So fingers crossed that it allows everybody to hear everybody else. Right, so we have an Alonso, a Gonzalo, an Antonio, a Sebastian, an Ariel, and in the starring role of the Lord, we have, yes, we have a Lord. Excellent. Just check. Can everybody else just give me a yes, I'm ready so I can hear you?
All
Yes.
ready?
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. I think that's everybody's. Ariel, are you poised? Wings at the ready?
Wings are at the ready.
Okay, this is all I needed to know, and I can see Alonso is there. Right, thank you very much. So, and you can all go away. I'm just going to give you a little intro, then it's yours. So at this point in the wonderful and sort of mystifying story that is the Tempest, we have we have a boatload of nobles from the Kingdom of Naples and Milan who are shipwrecked and lost, as they believe, on a deserted island. Of course, little do they know that it is in fact controlled magically by long-lost Duke of Milan, the enchanter and magician Prospero. So, in truth, it's very little can actually go wrong on this island, but they don't know that, which makes it much more interesting. We are going to meet King Alonso, his brother Sebastian, his friend, the current Duke of Milan, Antonio, who was the brother to long-lost Prospero, and one or two other members of his court. So we're going to have for one final fling this afternoon. Let us go to Prospero's Island. Cast as soon as I vanish, just like Ariel, I will pop up into the air. As soon as I'm gone, the stage is yours. Engage.
Prithee no more, thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always used to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who, in this kind of merry fooling, am nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh, what a blow was there given!
And it had not fallen flat long.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then go about fouling.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warrant you, I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Will you laugh me asleep, for I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish my eyes would, with themselves, shut up my thoughts. I find there they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of climate.
Why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all, as by consent. They dropped, as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian? Oh, what might? No more. And yet, methink I see it in thy face, what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakst out of thy sleep. What is it that say? This is a strange repose, to be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou letst thy fortune sleep. Die, rather. Winkst while thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if heed me. Which to do trebles the oar.
Well, I am standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so. To ebb. Hereditary sloth instructs me.
Oh, if you but knew how you the purpose cherish, whilst thus you mock it, how in stripping it you more invest it. Ebbing men, indeed, most often, do so near the bottom run by their own fear or sloth.
Prithee say on the setting of thine eye, and cheek proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth, indeed, which throws thee much to yield.
Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory when he is earthed, has he almost persuade, for he is a spirit of persuasion, only professes to persuade. The king, his sons alive, 'tis as impossible that he undrowned, as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope. What great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high hope. That an ambition cannot pierce the wing beyond, but doubt discovery there. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Claribel.
She that is Queen of Tunis, she that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life, she that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were post. The man it moons too slow, till newborn chines be rough and razor blade. She that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by that destiny, to perform an act whereof was past is prologue, what to come in yours and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true my brother's daughter's Queen of Tunis, so she's heir of Naples, twixt which regions there is some space.
A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Claribel measure us back to Naples? Keep in Tunis, and let Sebastian wake. Say, these were death that now has seized them, while there were no worse than now they are. There be that can rule Naples as well as that he sleeps, lords that can prate as amply as and unnecessarily as this Gonzalo. I myself could make a chore of as deep chap. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep were this for your advancement? Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your own good fortune?
I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me, much feeter than before. My brother's servants were then my followers, my fellows, and no, they are my men.
But for your conscience.
Aye, sir, where lies that? If 'twere a crib, 'twould put me into my slipper, but I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences that stand twixt me and Milan, candid be they, and melt ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now he's like, that's dead, whom I with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever. Whilst you doing thus to the perpetual wing, for I might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. For the rest, they'll took suggestion as cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock to any business that we say befit the hour.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou goest to Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall set free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together. And when I rear my hand, you do the like to fall it on Gonzalo.
Oh, but one word.
My master, through his art, foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth for else his project dies to keep them living. While you here do snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy is time doth take. If of life you keep a care,
Now, then let us both.
And let us both be Suzanne.
Now, good angels preserve the king.
What? How now? Oh, awake! Why are you drawn? Wherefore is this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Whilst we stood here secure in your repose, even now, we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like bulls, or rather lions. Did not wake you? It struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
'Twas a din to fright its monster's ear, to make an earthquake. Sure it was the roar of the whole herds of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo?
Upon mine honour, sir, I heard a humming, and that a strange one too, which did awake me. I shaked you, sir, and cried. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise. That's verily, 'tis best we stand upon our guard, or that we quit this place.
Lead off this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens, keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the island.
Lead away!
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
And off they go about their seeking. Thank you all very much. If everybody would like to pop back on screen, we will very quietly say goodbye. And so thank you all very much. Well done. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Abby. Well done for joining us and giving us your first go. Thanks to the rest of you. Thank you, Susie, for your singing. It's been lovely working with you this afternoon. To those of you watching, we hope that you've enjoyed yourself just joining us with these few moments from these few plays. If you want to join us next Sunday at 3 o'clock, we are doing a brand new play. Well, as I said before, it's new to us. It's been around 400 years, but we've never done Measure for Measure before. So next Sunday is going to be an adventure for us. Please join us if you are able to. If you want to top up your Shakespeare levels, then please pop on to Read for the Globe and support them if you can. Thank you so much for supporting us still. And until next week, if you're able to join us, we look forward to seeing you then. Please stay safe, keep yourselves and each other safe and well. To all our key workers, to everybody who's returned to work and is keeping everything going, we thank you very much. We applaud you. We will be back in theatres as soon as we can be, but until then, we will be here entertaining you as best we are able. So we will see you all next week. Thank you for joining us and have a good week. Bye-bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
The springtime, the springtime, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 da, la da dee da dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dee da 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 dum, da dee da da na hey, nonny no, and a hey, nonny nonny no. Da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da da dee da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 dee da dum da dum da 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 dum la dee da 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 with a hey and a ho and a hey. Nonny no, la da dee da da dum da dum, da dee da dum da 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 dee da 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 dee 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 dum, da 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 da, la da da dee 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 da 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 da. Da dee da 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 dee da la dee da 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 dee da dum, da da dum. The springtime, da 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 da, da da dum, da 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 da, da 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 dum, da 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 da, la da dee da dum, da 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 dum. Da 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 dee da 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 dum da dee da da na hey nonny no and a hey nonny nonny no da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da da dee da 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 dee da 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 da. La da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da 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 dum. La dee da 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 da. With a hey and a ho and a hey, nonny no. La da dee da da dum da dum. Da